And welcome back to the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We get set for the kickoff between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Only 2 hours behind schedule, but due to some inclement weather moving through the upstate of South Carolina, that has put us behind schedule. But we still do plan on getting both games in as it stands right now. 45 minutes already up on the scoreboard for the first half between the women's matchup of North Greenville and Lees-McRae as we get set for this. Men's game will be coming up about 2.5 hours after the conclusion of this one, so we hope you'll stick with us for that one as well. Appreciate everybody's patience while we have finally fired up and are ready to go for this one. North Greenville comes in 2-2 overall. Lees-McRae, tough sledding for them through the early part of the season. 0-4, still looking for that first win on their season as they coming off a tough loss at Southern Wesleyan. They lost that one 4-3. North Greenville coming off a win against Erskine 3-2. So North Greenville already has one conference win as they sit 1-0 within the Conference Carolinas. Lees-McRae sitting 0-1 as both these teams look for positioning within the regular season conference play. A couple players to watch. One for North Greenville, number 21, Kayla Cruz, leads the team with 2 goals on 4 shots, all 4 of those on goal. So look for number 21 to make an impact today for head coach Andy Robinson. And on his staff, Andrew Aulick and Rocky Pops Robinson, volunteer assistant coach. For head coach Kiko Magana, and still looking for his first win on the season and trying to get it on the road. As Lees-McRae 0-2 on the road. 3 road games in a row at Carson Newman, at Southern Wesleyan, and then here at North Greenville. Player to watch for the Lady Bobcats will be number 5 for them. And that is Autumn Esposito, has the lone goal, or the 2 goals scored for the Bobcats, 1 assist, 5 points. She's got 5 shots, 3 of those on goal for the junior out of Raleigh, North Carolina, normally at midfield. And so we'll have to wait and see what impact she makes in this game. So both teams looking to get started right away in just a moment, right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Both teams meeting up at midfield and doing the coin toss, it looks like. And it looks like Lees-McRae has won the toss, so they will take the ball to start us off. Bobcats and Crusaders here for this Conference Carolina women's soccer matchup. Men's soccer to follow in just a couple of hours. Appreciate you hanging with us throughout the weather delay, and we are underway. Lees-McRae searching for their first win. Looks to get started offensively. Number 9 with the Bobcats, that's Alexa Todd, freshman out of Vero Beach, Florida. Pushed out of bounds over on the far side, North Greenville ball. North Greenville in the gray jerseys, neon green numbers. Lees-McRae in the road all green uniforms, white numbers on those. And just as a side note, do appreciate that, as those numbers are very prominent and visible, and they can be seen. North Greenville with the ball at the foot of number 3, Ariana Perry, junior from Huntington, Maryland. Lees-McRae able to cut that away. Good defensive play by number 12, Sarah Giarusso, sophomore from Banner Elk, North Carolina, hometown girl for the Lees-McRae Bobcats. Now North Greenville looking to strike first again, trying to scoot it over to the left side to pick up number 7, Abby Robinson, the defender sophomore from Greenville, also local for NGU, out of Eastside High School, just there before you get to Taylor's. Staunch battle for it just at the edge of the neutral zone. Number 12, Mary Courtney Purrier in there for NGU. She's been a catalyst of sorts for NGU on the season, a redshirt freshman. North Greenville, a team that is reloading from last year of lots and lots of freshmen. Very young team for Coach Robinson to try and build this program up. That was picked, I believe, 4th or 5th within the conference media poll in the preseason. Long shot in the box over on the left side, headed out. Now headed back in by NGU, number 17, Megan Beal tries to push that one back in. Here's Poirier to Robinson. Over to the right side, looking to pick up Cruz. Kayla Cruz getting a touch there as she sends it out of bounds. Yes, she did, so that will be Lees-McRae ball. Also, both near side corners, a little bit hard to see, so you'll have to wait and get some clarification on where the ball went on the near side corners. Far side corners, they're okay. But it is Lees-McRae ball as they are still looking to get it across midfield. Now North Greenville will get it across midfield, but into their defensive third. Back to Sarah Hazelwood, who gets a start at defender today. Now down the far side. Back in goal today for Lees-McRae, you've got number 1, Alexis Feely, and for North Greenville, number 0, Brianna Rowe. Bobcats still trying to get it across midfield and denied there by Ashton Robinson. Gets it over to Perry. Perry trying to get it down to Robinson. Robinson with room to run, able to beat her defender, looking for the cross into the box. None forthcoming yet. Robinson tried to put a foot to it there, couldn't get it. She gets it back to Perry. Can Perry get the cross in? Tightrope on the sideline, and Lees-McRae able to cut it away. Again, good defense by Sarah Giarusso. So far, denying North Greenville of at least a couple of scoring chances, and as soon as I say that, Bobcats commit a foul. So North Greenville with a free kick here coming from the foot of Robinson, and she might not be aiming for somebody to come across the buck. She has the leg to score it from here. Robinson puts a foot into it, and over the crossbar, no good. Yeah, she definitely going for goal, but could not convert. Almost 5 minutes down. And so a free kick coming up for Feely. And Alexis Feely, the only goalkeeper for Lees-McRae to have time in the net. All 282 minutes and 22 seconds coming in. 14 goals allowed, has a goal allowed average of 4.46 goals per game. Has made 45 saves. And back in goal for all 4 losses of Lees-McRae for Lees-McRae's season. Brianna Rowe on the North Greenville side of things. Only 7 goals allowed, 1.71 goals allowed per game. As Lees-McRae feeding it through the middle, has a chance here, but Rowe up close to the edge of the box, and Lees-McRae, I believe that's her first time across midfield, and Rowe put an end to it there, as that was number 2, Polly Smith, freshman from Fairview, North Carolina. The best crack the Bobcats have had in the opening 5.5 minutes. At the other end, it is secured immediately by Feely. And she'll send a high boomer over midfield. Will 2-hop its way to NGU, where it's brought back under control by Hazelwood. Almost a dangerous turnover there in the neutral zone. Abby Robinson trying to feed it through downfield and sends it past everybody, and Lees-McRae's going to be first to it. Bobcats again look to turn up field. Sent out of bounds, still Bobcat ball. And the throw in. Immediately pressured Jamie Shutt coming up. There is Gia Russo. And now here come the Bobcats. Good through ball. Can they get it to Katie Jo Daniel? And too far in front of number 3 there. North Greenville throw in. Throw in goes to Perry. And now Shutt coming up, and it's out of bounds again off the Bobcats. North Greenville throw in. Kicked out of bounds. This will be off of NGU, so a Bobcat throw in. Both teams not quite able to find an offensive rhythm yet. The Bobcats had the best crack at goal with number 2 there, Polly Smith, getting the through ball. And now here comes Lauren Paulson. Right side, sends it off the post and out. No goal, as it's about 10 degrees more to the left. That would have been dangerous, and Lees-McRae would have been up 1-0 or 1-0, but I stand corrected as I believe that was number 8, Alexa Todd, taking a crack at it. And it was number 8, Alexa Todd, with the first Lees-McRae shot that bounces off the right post. We remain scoreless here 8 minutes in. Battle for it at midfield. Through ball going to the left side for North Greenville. Here comes Kayla Cruz playing that left wing position. Looking back to the middle for Perrier. Sent packing by Lees-McRae, and now here's Polly Smith again. Looking up for number 3, Jo Daniel. Now over to the right side. Lees-McRae tests the North Greenville defense, and here's Autumn Esposito breaking free. Ashton Robinson crashes in, and it's kicked out toward the sideline. Kept in by Perry. Good job there. Now can North Greenville get settled down and started down the field? Good through ball down the sideline. Perrier giving chase. And takes a shot in the back from Katie Lysett. Cross into the box, rejected by Lees-McRae. It'll roll out of bounds. Should be a Crusader throw-in. Throw-in makes it to the box. Then it's headed back out by NGU. Not helping their own cause there. Got to get something in. Perrier tripped up. And that is a foul. Will there be a card? No card forthcoming, so just a foul and a dangerous free kick here for NGU. And it will be number 17, Megan Beal, to take it. on the kick from Beal to the left post. Bounced around, and the shot back in, deflected. And Lees-McRae will clear. Now only 3 defenders back for North Greenville. The Bobcats do not have numbers forward. And a good challenge there from, we'll go ahead and give credit to Hazelwood there, dropping back in defense. Gets to it just in time. Bobcats would have had Pauly Smith still running down the sideline. Foul on the far side there against North Greenville will be free kick up here for Lees-McRae. Now 10 minutes past the opening kick mark. Still scoreless. Both teams looking down the field to see what they have. Robinson, a booming kick down the middle lane. Lees-McRae back the other way. Nobody home on this near side. And it's a Crusader throw-in. Well, since the storm has moved out of Pepsi Stadium here, it's really cooled things off nicely. Still some cloud cover hanging around, but that's helping keep temperatures down until we get to sunset. And should be a fairly good men's game coming up between these two teams later on. As both squads continuing on with conference play. North Greenville with the leg up right now, 1-0 in the Conference Carolinas, courtesy of their win at Erskine. A few non-conference games before that had a loss here at home against Lander, 2-1. Did take down Milligan College in overtime, 3-2, and then went on the road at USC Aiken and lost that one 1-0. That's North Greenville's recent rundown. Lady Crusaders still looking for their first goal. Kayla Cruz, player to Wash. Here's Perry, edge of the box, and the Crusaders there wanting a call as a long shot taken and saved by Feely. Is that one on target? And that might have been Perrier that got to it. Now a booming near side kick from Feely. Well, one hop in front of Smith. Another North Greenville foul here, so this will set Lees-McRae up just shy of midfield with a free kick. Shots at a premium through the first 12 minutes, 2 for North Greenville, 1 for Lees-McRae. Both teams should have a shot on goal. But other than that, not really much to speak of. A pair of fouls for both teams. Jamie Shutt and Ashton Robinson having a couple of cracks at the net for North Greenville. And Alexa Todd, the lone shot so far for the Bobcats. Either team able to establish clear possession. North Greenville has it for the moment. Through ball going to Beal. Beal looking to the middle for Perry, bouncing off a couple of Bobcats, and it's sent out by Joe Daniel. Here is Tegan Dean. Lees-McRae on the far side trying to feed it through to pick up Esposito. And it's cut away by, I believe it's a 2-5 over there, Natalie Johnson. Out of bounds, should be Bobcat throw-in. They're lining up for it. I believe our first sub of the game, our first substitute, is also ready to come in. Number 15, Carly Denneberg, posting up on the sideline. See if Denneberg can get this offense jump-started. Bobcats, though, down the far side. Number 8, Alexa Todd, leading the charge. Todd trying to get around one defender, and now here's Robinson. Will send it out of bounds to force the Bobcats for a throw-in. See if they let Denneberg in this time. No signal from the official yet. So they're going to keep Denneberg on the sideline for the moment. Todd still trying to get around Abby Robinson this time. Both Robinsons out there on the field, Ashton and Abby. And now our first corner of the game for Lees-McRae. Far side kick. Sails in. Good strong kick headed up by Abby Robinson. Nice job, Abby Robinson, to get that one off a offensive player. Here's Perrier, picks it up, and she will clear it out. North Greenville's got to get downfield. Good through ball here over to Beal. Beal in trouble, though. 2 defenders travel with her. Beal toward the right side goal. Being chased into the corner. Sends a kick in, but it tails out of bounds. Goal kick. And now Denneberg will be allowed onto the field for the first time this evening. She'll come in to replace Kayla Cruz for the time being. As Carly Denneberg, this will be her 5th game played in, has 1 assist, 1 point, 10 shots. So Coach Robinson trying to get that offense going. Denneberg with 10 shots on the season, 5 of them on goal. See if Denneberg will slide in and start leading the charge up front. Now Lees-McRae, the one in trouble here. Alyssa Mendez for North Greenville being chased back across midfield to Robinson. Robinson will take a turn upfield, go to Perry. Perry looking over Abby Robinson, playing up for her defender spot. Will send the chipper up and headed out by Kayla Lysett. And another North Greenville foul. Lady Crusaders seem to be hurting themselves in that midfield neutral zone. As now, after that storm, the sun's starting to poke out from the west, so whatever was behind that first band of rain has either dissipated or moved on elsewhere. Scoreless, we start to approach the halfway point here in the first half. 3 shots total, 2 for North Greenville as it is favored at the moment. Now Denneberg into the box, kicked away by Gia Russo. Now Lees-McRae just trying to clear it out. Put it back on by Mendez. Over the head of Denneberg. And again, another fly ball from Lees-McRae. 3 hops down to the turf. Perrier couldn't get to it. Now Lees-McRae upfield. Trying to feed it through to get it to Joe Daniel. Joe Daniel with the offside flag up. Yeah, she was on the charge, but a little bit offside there. Brianna Rowe knew it, but coming up to make the stop anyway. Kick on from North Greenville, headed by Denneberg. And cleared away by Lysett. Pounds on the far side of the field now, off the Bobcats, so North Greenville ball still. First half continuing to click away, still no score. North Greenville has more fouls than shots. Lees-McRae has more fouls than shots. Headed on. Here's Perry in the box. Rejected. They'll line up a shot, and it will go off the side of the net. Natalie Johnson lining up that latest one and could not convert there. Goal kick for Feely. Kicked out. Who did it go off of? North Greenville. Lees-McRae ball. Now a foul on the challenge there. Denneberg pushed in the back. Keeps the game moving quickly. North Greenville at midfield. Sort of back heel from Shutt. Back to her keeper, Rowe. The neutral zone. Battle for Lees-McRae gets it. Try to feed it through to Joe Daniel again. Rips the midfield stripe, and now Joe Daniels going to launch one to the right side. And it's like the offside flag goes up again. Back to North Greenville, and still North Greenville ball off the Bobcats there with the far side. So 25 minutes to go in the first half. No score. North Greenville leading in shots 3-1. Trying to get one in. Can't quite remember the exact total of shots they had last time here at home against Milligan, but it ended up being in the low 20s, but only 3 goals to show for those 20-odd shots. And one of those goals coming in overtime. Corner kick will cross in, will one hop over to the right side. Perry pushes it out. Now North Greenville lines up with Shutt in traffic, rejected. And they'll go to Joe Daniel. Now Robinson steals it away from her. Robinson lines up a shot. That one will roll wide left as Feely watches it go. I like the idea there on the rebound shot. Just could not get that one to go. And still knotted up at 0-0, 0 apiece. Goal kick for Feely. Low line driver close to the field. Denneberg trying to strip it away from 2 Bobcats. Kicks it back over midfield. Finds Shutt. She takes a shove. And that will stop play momentarily for a foul. The one stat column that has gone up is the foul counts for both teams. That's the 4th Bobcat foul. North Greenville's committed 3. Kick into the edge of the box. Lees-McRae again able to stop NGU in their tracks. Now the Bobcats 4-on-3 tried to get it through over to the left side for Polly Smith. Couldn't do it there as Tegan Dean trying to run free down the middle. Mentioned most of the players. You've got Polly Smith and Katie Joe Daniel at forward for Lees-McRae. Also throwing Alexa Todd in that mix. At midfield, you've got Autumn Esposito, Tegan Dean, Sarah Giarusso, and at defenders, Maddie Klein, Lauren Paulson, Katie Lysett, and Amanda Luvkman. Crusader throw in. One hops right into the hands of the keeper, Feely. For North Greenville, mentioned Brianna Rowe back in goal. You got Ariana Perry at midfield. Abby Robinson defending. Schutz at midfield. Pergay at midfield. 3 forwards, and Ashton Robinson, Megan Beal, Kayla Cruz. I believe rotated out for Denneberg, Carly Denneberg. And then Hazelwood at defender, and 2 more midfielders with Johnson and Mendez. Those were the starters. Here's McRae here breaking free on the right side again. Long shot and right into the hands of Rowe on the stop.
Hey, good work, Bree, good work.
And that was Joe Daniel taking a long shot. A junior from Griffin, Georgia. Puts a second shot in the stat book for Lees-McRae. Still no score. Now Perrier looking down to Perry. Perry into the corner, keeps it in play. And pushes it to the edge of the box. Lees-McRae sends it packing. That's picked up by Shutt. She'll pop it up. Trying to feed it over to Perry. And nobody home there on that side of the box. Easy stop as Feely comes over for it.
All right, drop, Abby. Drop. Melissa, drop. All right, here we go. Here we go. Right there, Ari. Central. There it is, Ari.
Kick lands at the feet of Todd. Lees-McRae back up to the midfield. Strive Smith. Her pass picked off by Robinson. Ashton Robinson dancing up to Denneberg. Denneberg with 4 with numbers forwards, going to line up the shot and on the line making the save. Feely. Good turn by Denneberg, but didn't make the keeper move very much. And still no score. Coach Robinson wanting more on-field communication amongst his players. 20 minutes left to go in the first half. No score. Again, Lees-McRae watching it go out of bounds. And Perrier trying to press number 17, Lysett. Ends up pushing it out of bounds. Bobcat ball. We win it back off the throw-in. Mendez, Alyssa Mendez. Has it pulled away by Lees-McRae. Now Denneberg in trouble. She's got Maddie Klein all over her. Klein over to Smith. Smith looking downfield. Joe Daniel, dangerous back there. And now Ashton Robinson picked off. Here's Dean. Dean outrunning everybody. She's got one to beat in Hazelwood. Chased into the near side corner. It's sent out of bounds by NGU. Still Lees-McRae ball. Back in business with 19 minutes left to go. In the first half, that is. Throw in finds the Lady Bobcat. They've got number 8. That was Todd coming over to help. Now it's pushed out of bounds. Goal kick for Rowe. And now here comes number 19. That is Emma Shearer. She'll switch in with Perrier, who comes off. And this will be Shearer's 5th game. No goals, no assists, no points. 2 shots, though, with one of them on goal. A bit of a juggling act there. Sends it out of bounds off Robinson, then shut, and then Robinson again. And they'll turn it over to Lees-McRae. Bobcat throw in. Rebounded right back to Gia Russo, who threw it in. And now Mendez lining up down the field. And might have a chance here as on the Jets was Shearer. Shearer couldn't get to it and almost had another pick off there. Lees-McRae playing with fire in their defensive third. Denneberg dumps it off to Perry as she got the interception. Now to Shearer. Shearer lines up shot, blocked. Denneberg picks it up. Now there's a tangle for it as she was trying to get it over to back to Shearer. And now Abby Robinson looking to line up the long ball and curls it out of bounds. Goal kick. Nope, now they're lining up for a corner. So it must have bounced off a Lady Bobcat on its way out. So corner kick here for NGU. This is their 2nd of the half. Greenville sends it in. Looks a bit short as it's headed on. And last line defense there for Lees-McRae comes up with the stop. Now the rebound shot blocked. Mendez had the shot attempt. Now Lees-McRae able to clear it out. Back to Rowe it goes to reset with 16:30 left to play in the first half. Then a 45-minute second half. We're still tied at the end of that. 2 overtime periods. Golden goal rule, believe, is in effect. And regular season matches can end in a tie as we're not in any sort of playoffs. North Greenville trying to change that. And another shot into the left side of the net. No good. We still are scoreless. Trying to get a read on which number that was as North Greenville makes a sub. And Lees-McRae will sub as well. Maggie Shoup will come in for North Greenville, and that was number 15, Lindsey Bowden. Freshman from Plant City, Florida. She will come in for Lees-McRae.
Good work, Gray. Keep it up.
Shoup, a redshirt freshman out of Lexington, South Carolina. looking for a first touch there. It goes out of bounds. Lees-McRae throw in. And look out, here's Polly Smith again. Ashton Robinson trying to get in the way. She does cut it out and able to find some help with Natalie Johnson. And my goodness, the pursuit there by Polly Smith. She tracked it back down, got it back herself, and gets it over to Paulson. Lees-McRae not done yet. Still looking to the attacking third. Here's Bowden. Trying to pick up some help. She has Paulson over there, and well as Alexa Todd. Now it's over to the right for Joe Daniel. She has a couple of shots for the Bobcats. Lines one up and misfires wide right. And now the shots are starting to pick up for North Greenville, but unfortunately none of them are finding the back of the net. 8-2, North Greenville out shooting the Bobcats, but nobody able to rattle one in yet. As we line up for the corner kick, second of the game for Lees-McRae on the kick. Headed away by Abby Robinson. Goes back to Joe Daniel. Fires in traffic, deflected by NGU. Here's Perry after it. Chased into the corner between Perry and Paulson. And out of bounds, last touch by Paulson. NGU ball with 13:30 left to play in the first half. And now Bowden able to win off the throw-in. Goes to Smith. Smith lines up the long ball and right to Rowe. Second save for Brianna Rowe, and still no score. Again, we thank you for joining us here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. New streaming home for all Conference Carolinas athletics. Can be found on a wide variety of streaming platforms and coming to a few more as well. As we wait for the deal breaker between these two teams, try and find some sort of go-ahead goal at the moment. This is Lees-McRae ball out of bounds here on the near side. Greenville able to get it back, shut, fires it off a defender to keep it with North Greenville, out of bounds. North Greenville in trouble again. Here comes Joe Daniel to pressure Robinson. Robinson playing keep away. Down the near side, and looks like Emma Shearer just lost it. Rolls out of bounds. Will be Bobcat ball once more. Might have some more substitutions coming up at the next dead ball. North Greenville already has one ready and waiting. And Perry on the edge of the box. Now North Greenville with two substitutions ready and waiting. Into the near side corner. Out of bounds. Lees-McRae's defense holds once more. And now a Lady Bobcat will join the two Lady Crusaders on the sideline, waiting to be let into the game. Again, sent out of bounds. Still Lees-McRae ball. And three substitutions to be made for the teams. Number 11 and 22 for North Greenville. That's Aiden Boatwright. And Victoria Valentine will check in. and see what we can get here for the Bobcat substitution. It was Rachel Crum in for Katie Jo Daniel. Bobcats still trying to feed through to Bowden. Bowden, she can get to it, just can't row, able to get rid of it in time. Now Denneberg helping out the Bobcats there, send the deflection back. Robinson gets it back away from the box. And now it'll be up to Johnson, Natalie Johnson, to turn up field. Another through ball down the middle, looking for Denneberg. Denneberg turns it over. Kicked out of bounds. Lees-McRae will stall that drive with 9.5 minutes to go. And going to line up for what looks to be, should be another North Greenville corner. Another corner kick for North Greenville. Yes, it will be. Strike on the way. Keeper off her marks, punches it away, does Feely. Now North Greenville trying to pull it away. Some pushing and shoving down as Rachel Crum was the lone Bobcat there for a minute. Now she has help. Over to Smith. Smith looking down the field to Esposito. Now North Greenville's got to be careful here, able to keep away with Hazelwood. Hazelwood winds and fires. Popped up by Shoup. Now another collision on the far side. Still North Greenville ball. More subs coming on with 8 minutes left. Number 18 and 19. 18, Madison Kelly for North Greenville. 19, Corby Bailey, freshman from Hickory, North Carolina. Starting to inch closer and closer to that halftime mark. Both teams looking for that edge going up into the break. Lees-McRae picking up in shots. They've rattled off 2 more. Still only 4 to North Greenville's 8. Pass down the left side. North Greenville's to it first. And here comes across to the middle. Headed back out by Todd. North Greenville tries to pick it back up and kicked away by Dean. Tegan Dean all the way out of bounds. So Crusader throw in with 7 minutes to go in the half. First half.
All right, let's move. Make the run, Emma.
Shut on the throw in. Chased into that near side corner. Sent back out by Lees-McRae. Bobcats had a ton of help in that corner, including Giarusso and Dean. And bounced out of bounds. North Greenville ball.
Keep going. Emma, make the run. Carl, run off. Carl.
Whistles and a Lees-McRae foul. Interesting call there late. So free kick be coming from the foot of Sarah Hazelwood. On the strike. Looks good and just past the outstretched foot One Lady Crusader who came running in down the middle. And that's no good and still no score. I believe I see a 1 and a 9. That would mean 19 for Shearer. Shearer, who had the best look there, now she will be subbed out. Number 8, Shelby Shepard, freshman from Johns Creek, Georgia. She will come in. High kick from Feely, bounced around and then out of bounds. Lees-McRae giving North Greenville all these chances here late. No goals, 8 shots, 2 of them on goal. That's pretty much the offensive stat line for North Greenville, what they've got to show there. As another North Greenville foul, their 4th. McRae might just be trying to slow things down, settle it going into the half. North Greenville playing to their aggressive strengths. They want to score before half. Not going to get one here. Lees-McRae down the field trying to pick up Bowden. Bowden does get a touch. And then it's ripped away by Hazelwood. Tangle up out of bounds. Hazelwood stood her ground and gets the ball back for NGU. .3:15 to play in the first half. No score between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Another Bobcats throw in. Now that will be switched to a North Greenville throw-in. And now Lees-McRae gets it back. Off another whistle. That was a very prominent whistle there. Strike there from Lees-McRae. One hops to Shutt. Shutt trying to feed it through. Stolen away by Polly Smith. Another collision there, but no foul. Lees-McRae battling hard. Give them credit. They get it right back again. Bowden. And Giaresso on the strike. Headed away by North Greenville. Shutt gets it. And tries to get it out. Headed back on by the Bobcats. And Shutt still under duress, but able to work it to midfield. And then it's kicked out of bounds by Giaresso. And we have an injured Bobcat over on the left side of the field, one holding her hand, left hand. They're going to bring her off the field, so this will mean a substitution for Lees-McRae here in the almost final 90 seconds. It'll be number 18, Casey McFadden, who will come in. As it is number 7, Rachel Crum, the injured Bobcat, with both the Lees-McRae and North Greenville trainers working on, looks like her left wrist. So 90 seconds left to go in the first half. North Greenville trying to engineer a scoring drive. Lees-McRae trying to do the very same thing. Bobcats have had 4 shots, and 2 of those have been on goal. Gotta look at North Greenville, 8 shots and only 2 on goal. Could pick up another one there. Cut away by the Bobcats. Number 8, Todd, tries to get rid of it. It's picked off by Denneberg. And Denneberg all the way back out to Boatwright got involved there. Now over to Shutt. Shutt could not keep it in bounds. Lees-McRae with a minute to get down the field and score before half.
Keep going forward with that and they'll take it in the ball. Good, Sunshine.
Off the throw in, Lees-McRae looks to establish possession. 40 seconds to score before half. Pass over the right side. They've got room to work with. Sliding pass there from, or going to 18, McFadden rather. Then Shutt clears it. 25 seconds to get the throw in and score. Ball comes in. Sent packing by North Greenville. 15 seconds left in the first half. Through balls over to the left side. Cut away by the Bobcats. Intended for Shelby Shepard. And off the whistle, this should take us to the half. Both teams not showing a lot of urgency, and the horn will sound. First half is done. No score between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Both teams will head back to their benches on the sideline and drop the game plan for the second half. So good defensive battle here between defensive lines and goalkeepers, as no score between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Don't forget the men's game coming up after the conclusion of this one. And about I believe it's going to be a time elapse of about 20 to 30 minutes. And then we'll be underway for the men's game between these two same teams. Again, stick with us here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. No score between Lees-McRae and North Greenville as we've hit the half.
Go.
And welcome back to the start of the second half between North Greenville and Lees-McRae in women's soccer here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Still the men's game to come after the conclusion of this one. 0-4 Lees-McRae taking on 2-2 North Greenville, and still deadlocked at 0 with no score through that first period of play. North Greenville tallying up 8 shots, though. 1 from Abby Robinson, 2 from Jamie Shutt, 2 from Ashton Robinson, 1 from Natalie Johnson, 1 from Carly Denneberg, and then 1 from Emma Shearer. None of those able to get past your goalkeeper, Alexis Feely, who has come up with 2 saves for the Bobcats. For Lees-McRae, Polly Smith with a shot. Katie Jo Daniel, the best they've had so far, with 2 shots. Alexa Todd has had 1 shot for a total team of 4 shots for Lees-McRae. And Brianna Rowe for North Greenville, she has made 2 saves as well. North Greenville with 3 corner kicks, Lees-McRae's 2. The stat that has increased the most of that first period of play was the foul total, and each team ended that first half of play with 6 fouls each. No cards have been displayed yet, but an injury update for Lees-McRae, I believe it was number 7, Rachel Crum, who was being looked at, whose wrist was being looked at on the sideline. She has been taken back to the locker room for further evaluation with her entire left arm heavily taped up, so it is unlikely we will see her back out there for the rest of the game for Lees-McRae. Start of the second half here, no score. North Greenville now going to the left end goal. Lees-McRae going toward the right end goal as the sun is set. Weather still not quite to our liking, and been wreaking some havoc on their equipment there. Believe that has been all settled, and we start the second off with a foul. That is a Lees-McRae foul. So it does look like we will be able to finish the women's game and more than likely get through the men's game tonight here in Tigerville. Is a nice free kick from North Greenville, but headed out by the Bobcats. More contact and a little bit of a pushing and shoving match there going on, but we continue play. Robinson lines one down the field. This gets past everybody, and then it's cut away by Lukman. Out of bounds, it stays with North Greenville, so Lady Crusaders trying to get off to a quick start here in the half. But it all comes down to who gets the ball past the goalkeeper first. Lees-McRae, another good clear. And coming from number 5, Esposito. Tracks back there. North Greenville let it trail away. Lucky they got back to it in time. There's Hazelwood. Looking for help. Being chased into the corner is Perry. Perry trying to turn the edge and off the defender, and should be a corner kick. Yes, it is. Corner kick for North Greenville. That's their 4th of the match. Waiting on the kick. Here it comes to the far post and headed out. And it will be ruled last touch by NGU, so goal kick for Feely. You can get it at midfield. Back to Robinson. Now Rowe. Lines it up over for Johnson. Natalie Johnson tracks it down. Back to Abby Robinson, to Perry. Perry with some room to work with. Defender all over. And it is kicked away by Lukman. Heavy contact there. Somebody goes for a tumble. That was Amanda Lukman. To back, and now Lees-McRae just has to send it packing as North Greenville brought all sorts of heat there at the box. And looks for a Crusader throw-in. Short throw-in. Headed out by Lees-McRae. So another North Greenville corner kick. A second in 4 minutes. This is something North Greenville has been very good at through their first 4 games coming into today. Able to get 18 corners on the season here in the second period. And that's going to bounce off the post. That was a live ball. And now the officials will say, no, it's not, as it bounced off the out-of-bounds part of the post, and a goal kick for Feely. As we await the goal kick, that is what we are waiting on. Everybody in position, kick away. Pergay battling hard with Dean. Lees-McRae able to get it. Dean and Pergay still tangled up with one another. And now Shutt trying to rip it away. Pergay in pursuit after it once more. Here's Abby Robinson after it. Alexa Todd for Lees-McRae pushing it upfield. Trying to find Joe Daniel. And now over to Paulson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lees-McRae, so North Greenville will throw in again. And another tangle up. Perrier just about throwing a player to the turf. North Greenville trying to get numbers forward, 2 in the box. And here comes some help. Passing through, on shot, no good, deflected out. And Lees-McRae trying to get the clear. Number 12, Gia Russo, just able to get it away. And here comes one official running in, motioning toward the left end goal. The official calling a foul there against Lees-McRae. This will be a free kick for North Greenville. Right side edge of that box, definitely within range. Can't make out who's taking the kick. As the shot is on, and it's headed up and punched up by the keeper. They'll tail out the left side of the box. Rebound shot to Abby Robinson. Now over to Cruz. Kayla Cruz fires. It's deflected out. And Lees-McRae will finally dump it out of bounds. Stays with North Greenville, though, but the threat of a goal score there is belayed another minute. Throw in, bouncing loose in the box, and Lees-McRae will get rid of it out. Here comes Bowden. Lindsey Bowden off NGU, stays with the Bobcats. Tailing down the sideline, North Greenville will just let it roll out of bounds to get the ball back. Change throw-in takers. Looks like Ashton Robinson back for it. And there was Ashton Robinson coming off the throw-in from, that was Megan Beal who threw it in. McRae steps right in front of it, pulls it away. No challenge from North Greenville. And they will cough it up. No, they won't. McRae hangs onto it. Last touch by either Perrier or Perry. Now and headed up and out of bounds by Abby Robinson. Stays with Lees-McRae. Just about 9 minutes into the second half, second period of play. Still no score. Both teams trying to find a way past each other's defenses. North Greenville with more shots as it stands right now, but Lees-McRae, when they have gotten to the North Greenville goal, they have made their shots count. But nobody's been able to get past the Feely and Rowe and score something. Another attack fizzles out there from North Greenville. Abby Robinson rips it away. Challenge there by Robinson. Feeds it through to Perrier. Over to the right side. One-on-one tangle up. Tegan Dean, the Bobcat, able to draw the foul and get the ball back. That might be something both these coaches will have to address before the upcoming match they have next. Heavy foul match. 8 for Lees-McRae. That was North Greenville's 7th that just got called. Perrier cut away by Maddie Klein. Back to midfield. And North Greenville pulls it down. Johnson in trouble, gets rid of it to Perrier. Now she's in trouble. And she turns it over to Dean. Abby Robinson puts a foot into it, boots it over the head of Perry, and out of play. So 10 minutes into the second period of play, nobody able to find a breakthrough yet. Lees-McRae on the run. Bowden trying to get to it. Goes to Rowe. She's got to dump it off. Now Lees-McRae with the pressure. Sent packing back over midfield. And out of play. This will be Lees-McRae ball. Carly Denenberg lining to come back in for North Greenville. And for that first half, Denenberg did see the field, but only one shot for Denenberg. And another injured Bobcat. Has stopped play, stopped the clock with 33:46 left in the second period of play. And both teams will huddle up here for the injury timeout. I want to take this time to remind you of a couple changes among the athletic programs here at North Greenville due to the expected impact of Hurricane Florence coming up through the Atlantic right now, just a few days out from the Myrtle Beach, Wilmington area. Women's volleyball yesterday women's volleyball scheduled for tomorrow against Columbia College has been postponed. This match will be made up at a later date, which is to be determined right now. And as it stands right now, men's and women's soccer against Emmanuel, that is a conference game between those two schools. That is, well, now both games will be scheduled. I believe the men's game was supposed to be scheduled for Saturday, as the women's and men's matchups will now both be played on Friday, with the women's game starting at 5, men's game to follow at 7:30. So hopefully we can get that one in on Friday afternoon. Trainers already back to their respective posts as Lees-McRae, North Greenville ready to resume play. At the Bobcat throw-in. Booted up by North Greenville. Here's Perrier out of bounds. looking for possession. So Lees-McRae now back to North Greenville. And over to the near side, and here comes Jamie Shutt. North Greenville with room to run, plenty of room to run. Closest defender to her is Tegan Dean. And Shutt will fire the long shot, and no trouble there for Lees-McRae to make the stop with Feely. It'll be interesting to see if that gets scored as the first shot for either team here in the second half. It will be, so North Greenville gets the first shot of what should be the first shot of the second half. And coming almost 13 minutes into it. Trying to get the first goal to find a breakthrough, Megan Beal. And a North Greenville foul. And Beal looking a little bit confused on why that was called. Lees-McRae pushing upfield. Number 15, Lindsey Bowden, looking for help over to Dean. And she's stepped in front of by Alyssa Mendez. Greenville again trying to turn it up. Here's Perrier. Perrier back up on her feet. Tight roping a far side. Chased into the corner. Fires it up and had the open player. Megan Beal slipped in the box. North Greenville not done yet, and now that attack will come to a close. As Feely comes up, makes a save, and will send a kick high into the night sky. Again, battle for possession. Perry gets it. Tries to fire it forward, and instead goes right to Feely again. Jamie Shutt, two defenders stuck on there, able to get the pass away and find some help. Some fog starting to roll in across Yount Stadium, the football field just across from us. And starting to spill over into Pepsi Stadium as well. North Greenville going to try and use this opportunity as a breakthrough, as a last-moment defense. Knocked out of bounds. Trying to find Megan Beal downfield again. And now the teams will be allowed to send their substitutes on. Carly Denneberg back in for North Greenville. Katie Lysett, she's back in as well for Lees-McRae. 30 minutes to go in the second period of play, so that means we're 15 into it. If there's still no score at the end of this end of regulation here, overtime once again for North Greenville to try and decide a winner. Now North Greenville knocks it out of bounds. That was Perry off her foot. Goal kick for Feely. Golden goal rules should be in effect for that overtime period if we reach that point. And at the end of those overtime periods, if there is still no score or if the score is still even, then this match will end in a tie. Again, that will be 2 overtime periods of, I believe it's 15 minutes each, so an extra 30 minutes will be added to this game. The men's team itching to get going. That game now tentatively scheduled for a 9 p.m. start, but we still have to decide a winner in this one. So that could be pushed back as late as 9:15, maybe even 9:30. throw in for the Bobcats. And brave job standing in there from Joe Daniel to take the hit, but keep it on. And now our team turns it over. North Greenville back with it. Johnson, Natalie Johnson down the field. Maddie Klein on defense, and more whistles, and see who they point the foul on. It will be Lees-McRae foul, so North Greenville with a free kick. One shot through this total half so far in favor of North Greenville. Currently out shooting Lees-McRae 1-0, but no score. Kick coming from Hazelwood, tails to the right. And ball is loose, popped up, and wide left off the foot of Johnson. And that attack comes to a close for North Greenville. 16 total fouls, 9-7 in favor of Lees-McRae. Hasn't quite been the cleanest match, but we play on. Of course, the downpour we had earlier, the almost 2-hour lightning delay that impacted the start of this match. Artificial turf here at Pepsi Stadium, a little bit better for weather as we have a Crusader player down, but we continue play on. Lees-McRae trying to turn it upfield here with Bowden. Over to the left side, Lees-McRae still on the attack. And now they will stop play as it goes out of bounds, and now our third injury of the match, this one for North Greenville, as the trainer's already out on the field. So play now stops with 26-29 left to play here in the second half. Again, if you're looking for Lees-McRae men's soccer taking on North Greenville, that will be later on. Still hoping about 9 o'clock. As they are talking with Megan Beal, the trainer, and another Lady Crusader over there talking with Beal. They do have her sitting up and testing out her leg as she took a shot there from one of the Bobcats there on the latest challenge, latest attack there for North Greenville. No score here in this Conference Carolinas matchup. North Greenville out shooting Lees-McRae 9-4 as they continue to tend to Beal, and we'll go ahead and step away, take a timeout with them here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. had to put Megan Beal on the cart to get her off the field. And now the training staff will go to work on number 17, Megan Beal, to evaluate her. Substitution for Lees-McRae, though, during that injury timeout. Number 28, Maddie Olson, comes in. I believe she replaced number 9, Lauren Paulson. Or for Alexa Todd, that was number 8. So Maddie Olson now in for the Bobcats. North Greenville still on the attack, though. It goes out of bounds, corner kick. Not sure North Greenville could afford losing another player to leg injury. They already have number 6, Cameron Pagliaro, out due to a knee injury. And the corner kick here, short to Perry, trying to line it up. Bounced out by Lees-McRae. Rebound shot by Shutt, and she skies it high and missed the soccer net. That probably would have been good in the other football from about 34. So consolation prize to take away from that. Still no score there with about 25 minutes left in this second period of play. Unfortunately, it has been that's something you want to see in any sport. It has been a busy night for the athletic trainers. It's going to go out of bounds. Goal kick this time with the flag will point toward Feely. So approaching the halfway point of the second period, and no score. North Greenville, the only 2 shots of this half. Victoria Valentine will check in for North Greenville. She'll swap in with for Kayla Cruz. Lees-McRae holding station at midfield, trying to move it forward. Now Perry with the interception. And North Greenville with space to the middle of the field. Now in trouble. And firing the shot, missing wide left. And that was Perry getting the rebound shot there from Valentine, who just checked in. Denenberg over there trying to jumpstart things too. But again, good attack, but nothing to show for it. Ahead of Denenberg, over to Shutt. Lees-McRae pulls it away. Bobcats going for, trying to go through, and Rowe way off her mark to get rid of it. She had a face full of Lindsey Bowden bearing down on her. And Bowden had friends. She had Cassie McFadden. Good chance there, gets away from Lees-McRae, but they're not done yet. Bobcats on the shot, Rowe with the save. And that is Lees-McRae's first shot of this second period. Still no score, though. But Lees-McRae on the board with the shot. Still both teams trying to turn those shots into goals. Bobcats will fire another one. And Rowe with the save. Same result. Good credit there. I think that was number 4. Looks like a 14 out there, Nicole Shapiro. Or, nope, that's a That's an 11. The numbers bunching up. That was Tegan Dean on the shot. Lees-McRae pressing into attacking third again. North Greenville able to cut it away. And fired or attempted to fire it long downfield with Hazelwood. Now North Greenville with room to run. It's at Perry's feet. Perry fires it in and deflected out by Klein, but a corner kick coming up for NGU. The way this match has gone, one goal might be all you need. Near side corner kick for North Greenville as we start to hit the 70th minute. Means 20 minutes to go. Cross in, takes a hop over two defenders, fired right back in, and what a save by Feely. North Greenville got the rebound shot and would have had it if Feely was not watching that one all the way for her fourth save, and that one might have been a game saver for Lees-McRae. Victoria Valentine gets credit on the shot. So that'll put her in the stat book with a shot. But no goals for North Greenville yet. No goals for Lees-McRae. 20 minutes to go. Abby Robinson lining up down the field, sent right back by Lees-McRae. Ashton Robinson trying to get something going, goes to Mendez. And another shot here. Past one Bobcat defender. Now Denneberg trying to break free. Over to the right side, picks up some help, gets it back. And now pursuit. Here comes Valentine, and another save from Feely. And correction, that was number 19. That was Emma Shearer. Got to give credit to the right player there, Shearer. Great through pass from Denneberg. Just couldn't curl it enough away from Feely, and that is back-to-back gold star saves for Alexis Feely, and that's another game save. Otherwise, North Greenville might have been up 2-0, or at the very least by 1 with less than 20 minutes to go. So Alexis Feely keeping her team in this one. And now she'll have to send a dangerous ball packing. And North Greenville still with it, though. Second half has largely been dominated by NGU, but you got to finish a drive. Here comes long cross into the box and punched away. Denneberg trying to get the rebound shot with the goalie still down. Denneberg fires and wide right. No good. That one was deflected, though. Last touch by Feely, so North Greenville corner. Eighth corner of the game for North Greenville. Great job racking up the corners. And another shot headed out by Lees-McRae. And a North Greenville foul will put that attack to rest. Team's running out of time. You got about 17 and a half minutes before the end of regulation. Good job by Lees-McRae keeping it in play. Referee says play on. And another battle for it at midfield. Lees-McRae ends up with it. Trying to find Paulson downfield, can't get it to her. And now a through ball from Natalie Johnson, looking for help. She can't get anybody. She'll try again. Going to Perry. Bounces at the feet of Shearer. And now through to Perry. Perry running down the left side. Cuts into the box. Bounces off a defender. And another North Greenville corner. This will be number 9. put this into perspective. Lees-McRae, only 2 whole corners all game. North Greenville with their 9th corner coming up, and some fresh legs in for both teams. Mary Courtney Purrier, she will come in, and Polly Smith will come in for Lees-McRae. Waiting on the NGU corner, 16 minutes. Here's the kick, on its way, punched out. And another great defensive stop. That was number McFadden, who was back there to get rid of it for Lees-McRae. And now the Bobcats on the move. And both of them get tangled up here on the near side. And it is a Bobcat foul called against Joe Daniel. North Greenville trying to catch Lees-McRae sleeping. Purrier after it and out of bounds. Still North Greenville ball here for the throw-in. Off a throw-in, gets loose in the box and right to the keeper, Feely. North Greenville out shooting Lees-McRae 5-2 for the second period. They've had their fair share of looks as Nicole Shapiro over there on the far side cuts it out. North Greenville gets it back just shy midfield though, trying to look down for Denneberg. Off the Bobcats header, Perry to Denneberg. And they both lose it, can't hang on to it. And now sent down the field by Lees-McRae, trying to jumpstart this next attack. And that was Maddie Olson. Here's Perry at midfield, challenged by Olson. Dumps it off to Mendez. Mendez challenged by Smith. Back to Perry. Perry spins around her defender. Needs to get numbers forward. Goes over to the far side, has help over there. Looks like Jamie Shutt. Past one, over to the more to the right. Cross into the box, headed up and out of play. And corner kick number 10 for NGU. On the kick. Short, but headed on goal. Denneberg gets to it. Here's Perry trying to rebound it in. And another foot to it by North Greenville, but cleared out by the Bobcats' Joe Daniel. And then she pursued it. Olson with the deflection back to Feely, and Feely will scoop it up, and that's the best look North Greenville has had in quite some time at the back of the net. Will come to a close. Lees-McRae trying to work quick. McFadden after it. And North Greenville will send it out of bounds. Bobcat throw in. Over to the right side and in front. An excellent job by Paulson to keep that one in play. Puts it up for the box. North Greenville left Olson wide open. She couldn't take the shot, though. And North Greenville will get it out of there. Over the head of Perry, though, trying to clear it. It's going to go out of bounds. This will be a Bobcat throw-in. Now the momentum shifting back Lees-McRae's way, and suddenly they're at the right end of the field with 12 minutes to go. Popped up, going to Purrier. And Abby Robinson about tackled to the turf. Lees-McRae foul. Free kick coming up for North Greenville. Kayla Cruz waiting on the sideline patiently to come back in. Kick fired away. Headed by Lees-McRae. Strong header there on the Bobcats. Ashton Robinson with it. Over to Hazelwood. To Robinson. Abby Robinson, that is. And they'll turn it over to Lees-McRae. Tegan Dean. Who turns it over to Johnson. Denneberg trying to find a through ball. No good for her. And Lees-McRae to it with Esposito. And now the hard foul against North Greenville. Plenty of fouls through this match, but still no cards issued. Also no score. Pass downfield from Klein looking for help out of bounds. North Greenville throw in, and now 2 substitutions for NGU. This will bring Aiden Boatwright back in, and the before mentioned Kayla Cruz, she will come back in. Looks like Perry and Abby Robinson are off. Lees-McRae with the ball, though, at the right end of the field for him. And now cleared out by NGU. Nobody forward for North Greenville to press the attack, though. Perrier and Valentine were the only 2 closest to it. Nobody else in the vicinity, though. Lees-McRae will press again. North Greenville back down the field, trying to find, that was Valentine over there, but still nobody forward. Cruz sliding in the left wing again. And out of bounds, off the Bobcats. And another Bobcat foul. It's number 12 for them. Number 8, Shelby Shepard, will line back up to come in for North Greenville at the next stoppage of play. Free kick here for North Greenville. Lines and fires down the field. One hops to Denneberg. Now looking for Valentine on the shot. Right to Feely. Did have numbers forward that time. Cruz was camping right behind the keeper should that one have been jarred loose. 8.5 minutes left to go in the second period. And really, if you look at it, 8.5 minutes left in regulation. Alexis Feely with 6 saves, including 2 what I would call no-doubters that would have gone in that were game savers. 4 saves for Brianna Rowe. No goals let up by either keeper yet. North Greenville on the defensive back foot. And now the pressure will be off. Foul against the Bobcats. Number 13 for them. Clock continues to tick off time as North Greenville fires away on the free kick. Good defensive check there from Lees-McRae's number 17, Katie Lysett. Again, the Bobcats dump it out of bounds, and here comes Shepard in. She will be replacing, looks like Valentine running to the near side, and that is number 22, Victoria Valentine. Rotating out here with 7:15 left to play in the second period. Bobcat throw in. One hops to Ashton Robinson. Somebody whiffed over there on the strike, and now North Greenville dumps it down the field. And Cruz could not get to it in time. And Feely heaves it over her head. Cruz still in pursuit, though, and outmaneuvered by Paulson. Paulson back to Klein. Klein looking downfield and kicks it right to North Greenville. Shepard missed the header, still after it though, trying to get the defender off, and now it's sent packing by Lysett. Johnson has it stripped away by McFadden. And now Joe Daniel has it ripped away by Boatwright. North Greenville's pushing slowly past midfield. Got to find some open space to work with, and again, they turn it over in traffic. Now Shepard gets it back over to Robinson. Ashton Robinson lining down the field, looking for Denneberg. Past Denneberg and sent back by Lees-McRae. Olsen with a foot to it for the Bobcats. And then it's pulled back by Natalie Johnson. Mendez couldn't make it stick, and it will go out of bounds. 5.5 minutes left to go in regulation. North Greenville looking at their second overtime game of the season and their second game in, if you include this match, it'd be 1-2, second overtime match in 4 matches. They did get an overtime win against Milligan back on September the 1st. And according to the numbers I have, Lees-McRae has yet to be in an overtime match should this one reach that point. In fact, the Bobcats going scoreless to their first 3 games of the season and got their first 3 goals against Southern Wesleyan last time they played back on September 8th. Second conference victory would do very well for North Greenville. Of course, Lees-McRae, lots at stake for the Lady Bobcats as well. Not only their first conference win, but their first win all season. Out of bounds, North Greenville with the throw in. 4.5 minutes left to go in regulation. Out of bounds again, still Crusader throw in. Intercepted by the Bobcats' Klein. Alexa Todd downfield, the closest to it. Battles with Ashton Robinson. Yeah, that is Ashton Robinson. And another Bobcat foul. Bobcats aggressive, but according to the referees, it's a little too aggressive. That's foul number 14. Lees-McRae out of bounds. Crusader throw in. 3.5 minutes left to go. Over the shoulder of Shepard, trying to push her defender out of the way, and yeah, that's more than likely a foul as it will go back to the Bobcats. At midfield, more pushing and shoving. North Greenville able to get it away. Mendez trying to find through to Shepard. Shepard back over to the middle looking for Denneberg, who's intercepted. Now another lineup down the box. Shepard with a foot to it, and again, Feely the last second save. That might be the nail in the coffin, and Natalie Johnson says not quite yet. Johnson with deflection right to Olsen. And here comes Mendez once more, lining up far side. She's got help over there. And that's Perrier. And kicked out of bounds against her opponent, Nicole Shapiro. Throw in for NGU as Shapiro sent it out of bounds. Shepard coming over in support. And again out of bounds off the Bobcats. So North Greenville, chances here in the final minutes. Can they get one past Feely? Or does Lees-McRae have that one solid counterattack as here comes a shot up. And Feely, yep, again up to the task. That would have been it. But the ninth save for Alexis Feely denies North Greenville once more. Could the Bobcats possibly end it here? Here's Todd down the sideline, looking at the edge of the box. Cuts it back toward the middle. She needs help, and it's cleared out by Hazelwood. Minute and a half left. And stripped of it is North Greenville as Esposito rips it away to Olson. Looking down right side. And a player wide open, Dean, trying to track it down into the corner. Won't do it. And which side of the flag did that go out on? Looks like it'll be a goal kick for Rowe. So it might be the last change here for Coach Robinson in regulation. Abby Robinson will come back in for Denneberg. 60 seconds to go. Is there a miracle in the fog waiting to happen? Lees-McRae turns it upfield again, trying to look down that right side for Todd. Todd into the corner. Got to line up the cross, fires it, and right to Rowe. 40 seconds to go. North Greenville. Rowe might be playing for overtime here. Now she'll fire it down the field. Good kick by Rowe. One hops its way to Shepard. 30 seconds to go. Cleared out by Klein. Back to midfield it goes. Robinson packs it downfield. Back to Shepard. Shepard trying to work the right wing, and it's intercepted. Back to midfield. 10 seconds left. Nobody able to establish clear possession yet. Abby Robinson pops it up looking for Cruz. Cruz on the header, tries to put a foot to it. Abby Robinson on the last desperate heave. That's no good, so a scoreless tie will end regulation. And so, guess what? Still more women's soccer to come from Pepsi Stadium as we're headed to overtime. Second time this season that North Greenville will do that. First time for Lees-McRae. So, golden goal rule picking up effect here in the next 5 minutes when we resume play. Overtime to decide a winner between North Greenville and Lees-McRae here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. And overtime to decide a winner between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Men's soccer between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Promise it is coming as soon as we decide a winner here. And still, what is still game one of the soccer doubleheader from Pepsi Stadium. So 10 minutes up for this first overtime period. Golden goal. In effect, first team to score wins, or should win. North Greenville now defending the right goal. Lees-McRae back to defending the left goal. North Greenville outshot Lees-McRae 11-3. It ended up being, or no, 9-3. Sorry, can't do math correctly. 9-3 in that second period. And as it stands, 9 total saves for Alexis Feely, 5 total saves for Brianna Rose. So far, goalkeepers, the difference makers in this one. North Greenville on the attack to see if they can pressure Feely again. Crusader throw in as the, looks like the men's team for North Greenville makes their way out. Some fog rolling in from the west and north. Not impacting our visibility and doesn't appear to be impacting players' visibility either. North Greenville's got the edge of the box, shot fired and missed wide right. Now, was that one deflected? Yes, it will be a NGU corner. Corner number 11. Kick on the way. Bouncing loose in the box. Popped up. Bobcats get a couple of headers to it. Now Natalie Johnson with a foot to it. Mendez doing battle with Joe Daniel. North Greenville out of the box but still in possession, and now that will come to an end. Lees-McRae will turn it upfield. Here come the Bobcats. Deflected. Good sliding challenge by Hazelwood to jar it loose out of bounds off the Bobcats. And now this match could end in a tie should neither team be able to score at the end of the overtime periods. Only need one at this point. One will do it for you for either team. Good header by Johnson to send it back away, and now down the field. Joe Daniels the closest to it, but hasn't been able to get a foot to it for the Bobcats. Perry over to Johnson. Johnson down the field. She has Denneberg running loose and can't get to it. Scooped up by Feely. And the senior from Raleigh for Lees-McRae stepping up in a big way tonight. 9 total saves and was under heavy duress that second period. Now into overtime, still standing tall. They're trying to find Perry down the left side. She's got a defender in front of her, and Lees-McRae out of bounds. Keeper Feely saying, kick it to her. She tried to scoop it up and send it down the field to put into that attack. Instead, North Greenville, they got a throw in. The edge of the box on the throw in, right to 2 Bobcats who were waiting. And it's out of bounds again. Another North Greenville throw in. Good throw in this time. On target. Loose in the box, and it's over the crossbar. You won't get a better look than that. And I think that was Denneberg who was on the front lines and had the crack at it. And she gets it back here off a deflection. Now Lees-McRae buoyed by that defensive stop. Denneberg with the tackle. We call that a tackle, and now here comes Perrier. Perrier on the shot, right to Feely. Bobbled it, but able to scoop it up. And that was Denneberg on the shot. And her third shot could have ended the game right there, and she knew it after showing a little frustration there in the box, booting that one high over the crossbar. Natalie Johnson doing everything she can defensively to keep the ball away from the Bobcats. One of those freshman midfielder, but having to do a lot of defending for this match. Here's Perrier, Abby Robinson, and not sure where she was wanting to go with that. Instead, it finds a Bobcat with number 5, Esposito. Did they keep that one in bounds? No, it'll be Lees-McRae ball. Well, past halfway for this overtime. North Greenville able to cut it back with Mendez. Mendez poked away by Shapiro. Now the Bobcats on the move. Here's Joe Daniel. And good challenge there from NGU. It was, of course, Natalie Johnson again. Bobcats get it right back, though. Stepping in front of it was Dean. Johnson again does not let it pass. And again, it goes right to the Bobcats at midfield. And now Ashton Robinson makes the stop. Bobcats trying to go down the field to find help. North Greenville with room to run. Mendez right to a Bobcat who sent it out of bounds. Throw in from about the midfield stripe. Double sub here for North Greenville. Boatwright and Shearer back in. Perrier is off, and Denneberg is off. Crusader throw in. 2.5 minutes left to go in OT. Popped up, headed back on. North Greenville with a small chance, but they got to get to it and can't. Still will be a Crusader throw-in, though, as the flag goes up to the left. Throw-in to the edge of the box. Cleared away by the Bobcats. North Greenville still trying to track it down. It goes all the way back to Natalie Johnson before they're able to get to it. Over to Jamie Shutt. Schutz looks like she's lining one up. Fires and saved by Feely. Same song, same verse for Alexis Feely. And now the Bobcats threatening here. Joe Daniel trying to track it down. Big slip from Hazelwood. And good to see her get up from that as she hit a slick spot in the turf. But a tie of the shoe, and she's back up. "90 seconds. Well, actually 86 seconds left if you want to be precise. Goal kick for Rowe. Rowe fires. And it goes out of bounds. Bobcats throw in. Loose here on the near side. Nice moves from the Bobcats' Dean. Now Johnson to Mendez. Splits the difference. Looks up. Ball is loose heading toward the Bobcats' box. Perry in pursuit. As it goes to the keeper who sends it high and out of play. Clock continues to run though. They need a ball. Mendez on the throw in. North Greenville going up tempo. Robinson, Abby Robinson, back to the box, deflected out by the Bobcats. Now the Bobcats with 30 seconds. Good move from number 8, Todd. Back to Smith. Now over to Dean. Dean back to Smith. Smith making her way to the box past 3 defenders, trying to line up the shot. Running out of real estate, fires it in, saved by Rowe. 12 seconds to go. The clock will go down to 5. One last heave from Rowe. And North Greenville's not going to have time to get down a shot with 1 second to go. And that is it for OT, or at least the first overtime period. So double overtime, why not? Let's go for it. Second overtime coming up in another 5 minutes. Still no score between North Greenville and Lees-McRae as the soccer saga continues. But wait, we still have a second game to come between these two schools. Once a winner will be decided, we know for sure, within the next 15 minutes here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. So one more overtime to go, and we know we will have a winner decided in the next 10 minutes, or this game ends in a tie, a scoreless tie between North Greenville and Lees-McRae, and then we'll turn our attention to the men's game coming up, more closer to 9:30 now. As we did have a yellow card go up in that second period. And unfortunately did not get clarification on who it was on, so we will double check that again. And it was on number 3, Katie Joe Daniel for Lees-McRae, the lone yellow card for this match. As double overtime, try and see if we can get a winner out of these two. Lees-McRae fighting for their first win on the season. North Greenville for conference win number 2 and trying to get back above 500. So North Greenville back to the left end goal. And Alexis Feely, who is putting together a very strong campaign for player of the game, in the right end goal. Crusaders with the throw in. Strong throw in by Abby Robinson, headed away by one of her own teammates. And out of bounds, Bobcats throw in. Bit of a tie up there on the header. Kayla Cruz there getting tangled up with the Bobcat defender and now booted way down the field. Here comes Polly Smith getting after it. She can't get to it in time, but Tegan Dean does. She has it stolen away momentarily by Shutt. She gets it back, though. Here comes Lees-McRae with the shot, and Rowe won't take a chance with it, makes the save. Alexa Todd almost put it away there for Lees-McRae, but again, denied by Brianna Rowe. We enter hour number 2 of this game. North Greenville on the move. And cut away by the Bobcats, number 5, Esposito. Greenville trying to get out of a trap on the far side. Mendez turns it upfield and turns on the Jets. Mendez breaks free of Olsen. Got to get it into the box before you get out of bounds. Stays in, flings it away, and that one will bounce out. And the motion is for a corner kick. North Greenville corner kick. Man, number 12. 12 corners for North Greenville tonight. This is the 12th. On the kick. Looks relatively short. Bounces at the edge of the box. Cruz on the shot. Goes in, and it's over. Off the hand of Feely. She couldn't reel that one in. And North Greenville finally puts Lees-McRae to bed in double overtime. Winning goal scored with 6:57 left in double overtime. And 10 minutes to be put back up on the board. 10-minute warm-up period for the men's team. That game will be coming up again in 10 minutes. So looking at a start time about 9:21, 9:22 is what we're going to be aiming for. So men's game between Lees-McRae and North Greenville coming up. As North Greenville in the women's game, they take down Lees-McRae to improve to 3-2 overall, 2-1 here at home at Pepsi Stadium, 2-0 within the Conference Carolinas. Tough season continues for Lees-McRae. They drop to 0-5, 0-2 in the Conference Carolinas. So the elation of victory for North Greenville, the heartbreaking defeat for Lees-McRae as they will try to bounce back in their next matchup. Thank you for joining us, waiting around for the women's game. And if you're waiting for the men's game, it is coming up shortly in under 10 minutes here from Pepsi Stadium. Game 1 in the books. North Greenville takes down Lees-McRae 1-0 in double overtime. And again, the winning shot coming from number 21, Kayla Cruz, who I believe I mentioned at the top of the broadcast was your player to watch for North Greenville. She comes in strong in a big way for North Greenville. And so quite a foul-heavy game. 15 fouls against Lees-McRae, 10 fouls against North Greenville. 1 yellow card did get posted up against Katie Jo Daniel for Lees-McRae. 9 total shots for the Bobcats, 21 for North Greenville after it's all said and done. Alexis Feely, got to give her a lot of credit. 11 saves, and only North Greenville finally was able to get a top left corner shot past her, and she almost had that one saved. Brianna Rowe for North Greenville comes up with 7 saves as North Greenville puts it away. Men's game coming up next. Thank you for joining us for the women's game. Men's game right around the corner here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.